We're live. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Amanda Call. This is my channel. I'm doing my Tuesday night art stream, and this week we're working on a new I Am the First page. This is I Am the First issue 5, page 8. Issue 5 is the last issue of I Am the First. That's very exciting that we are working on the last issue. So I already have my panel borders all laid out. I have my script and my thumbnails off to the side here. And I'm going to start drawing. Oh, I already threw my eraser on the floor. So even though with I Am the First, I do all of the lettering and coloring digitally, I still like to make sure that I leave plenty of room for word balloons. So I'm still going to kind of sketch them in here when I start roughing in my panels here, because I don't want to neglect to leave space for them and then be very upset with myself later. Hey, Spud, thanks so much for joining me. Hope you're having a good evening. Oh, you know what that pose means? We're back in the police cruiser. Hey, someone's saying. I promise this page is not going to involve the level of detail that the previous police cruiser page involved. Just going to kind of rough in basic background at this point. I'm not going to worry about it too much until I get everything put in here and start actually making details on this page. Hope everybody is doing well and had a good weekend. Why is my light flickering? My week was pretty good. I actually had a really nice weekend. I went to an artist retreat with some of my New England convention friends, mostly the New Hampshire crew. So we went to like the vacation home of one of my friend's parents and hung out there for the weekend. Just kind of spending time with each other and talking about what we're all up to and working on projects and doing little collaborations. And it's a fun time. We're trying to make this a thing we do once or twice a year. We did our first one last June and had a really great time. So we were all like, yes, let's keep doing this. This needs to continue to be a thing. He's a little too far over. We're gonna scoot over this way. I feel like he's a little too far over to this side of the panel. Yeah, it's a good time. Um, everybody takes turns cooking a meal and we all bring snacks and stuff. And so it's not too stressful for anyone in particular. And we try to do it at we try to find a location that's like somebody's like family's vacation house or something like that so that it's not like anybody's individual house. So they don't have to stress about like technically hosting all of us and we can all pitch in on cleaning up at the end and it not be weird. All right, this is a pretty straightforward conversational type scene. So just two characters talking in a car. So there we go, already roughed in. And that did not take very long. And now we can start actually tightening up some of our rough pencils here. Gonna open up my reference in another window here. All right, there we go. Now I can see what I'm supposed to be working on. Okay. I have a stubby little pencil. Hey, Hungry, thanks so much for joining me. Okay, that's somewhat better. So it's going to lighten up that underdrawing so I can get a better look at what I'm doing here. Why is my light flickering? That's so annoying. Stop it. Stop it. Not sure how much of that is picking up on camera, but it's making me nuts here. Not a fan. All right. Hairline. Oh my gosh, seriously. Why does this keep happening? It's very annoying. Not seeing it flickering? Yeah, I'm not surprised the camera's not picking it up, but it's happening and it's very annoying. It's very subtle. It's just enough to be like it's like an actual gaslight situation. What? No. Lights aren't flickering. Are you okay? All right. I have also my I also have pulled up what the inside of this police cruiser looks like cuz I don't necessarily remember. So what's the like where all of the marks for like where's the headrest and where's the what do you call it? Little wire reinforced situation going on back there. Oh boy, and then Remy's gonna get to be mad at me for doing more of the wire. Gonna be like, why? Why is this on here? Mesh. Yes, the mesh. The mesh between the back seat and the front seat. That line is all crooked. Let's try that again. Mesh is the correct word, someone's saying. Thank you for supplying that word for my brain. That just didn't want to come up with it. See some fading, like when the sun goes behind a cloud sort of thing, but it's not a fast flicker. Yeah, it might be that when it does flicker, my camera takes a second to like register what's going on and it tries to compensate. So I'm not sure because it's trying to like keep the light relatively constant. And so it may be doing some funny things as it detects that that is going on. Oh, that's right. I threw my eraser on the floor accidentally. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So shake my whole desk. Okay. So yeah, we're working on trying to finish up coloring issue 4 of I Am the First so that it can come out soon, like hopefully relatively soon. I'm not gonna like try to give you a date and then have it turn out that that was foolish, but hopefully soon. We're hoping relatively early this month. and I ended up looking like half closed, which is not what I wanted. Like he's supposed to have a relaxed look, but not a squinting look. Hair. And mustache. Clean up some of these lines. All right. Oh, there's there is that. Okay. Look at that headrest. It's just kind of a rounded rectangular shape. There's not a whole lot to it. All right, one set of lines. Then I gotta turn the paper to do the other set of lines. And just to remind myself that this is the set that's crossing over the other set so that I remember to ink it the right way. Looks a little goofy right now, but that's basically just a kind of like a reminder to myself which way to do it later. It's not going to ultimately look exactly like that. So, okay. Yay, we have panel done. Hooray. It's definitely a lot faster than when we did all of the little bits and bobs in this setting last time. Let's see. Okay. That's not helpful. Why is that? Why are you like that, reference image? What are you doing? That's better. Okay. Got my reference pulled up for this one. Once I got one that would work. Love it when you like assemble images and you're like, ah, yes, this will be great. And then one of them is like, no, I'm going to cease to function. Like, okay, thank you. Very helpful. This it's like when you're trying to build a face out of all these different weird little shapes, sometimes it's just when you're halfway through the process, it's like, what is happening? That's not a face. Like, just keep going. Trust the process. It'll be fine. Do I make character sheets at all? I do. I do sometimes. The thing is that like I always find that I end up needing like I think that I have like a good well-rounded group of like reference sketches and expressions and shots and everything, and then inevitably I end up doing a comic panel that does not many comic panels that do not include any of them, and I'm like, okay. But definitely it's a good thing for like, ah, yes, what does this character's face basically look like? I think his nose ended up too long. That's why his face looks so long and funky there. Let's try that again. I think his nose went down too far. That's a little better. Looking a little less stretched there. Yeah, especially for like it's especially useful I think for just like basic features and getting an idea of like this is the type of nose this character has and this is the type of brow line and that sort of thing. And then obviously like costume or like outfits or stuff like that really useful for that sort of thing. But a lot of times, like I said, for just like expressions and different angles, I find that there's a limit to how many of those I can realistically get usefulness out of ahead of time. asked because I'm trying to get better with maintaining character likenesses between drawings. I was curious if they were useful in that regard. They definitely they are. Just in getting used to your character's face and, like I said, the basic like structure. It's definitely useful to have a sheet of like a reference sheet. And if nothing else, it's useful to just draw them a bunch of different times from different angles and try to get a good handle on like, who is this person? What do they look like? It's big old beefy arms. All right, we've got a seatbelt coming in here. He wears a watch because he's old school like that. And all right, there's the rest of his chest. Seat belt will be coming down here. His other hand is also on the wheel, so I got to figure out where that's going to be. So here's like the rest of the steering wheel. His other hand should be like over here. So his other arm should be like so. So you're not really going to see much of it, but we'll put in a little suggestion of it just so it doesn't look completely like it's disappeared. Hey, it's Dirigo. Thanks so much for joining me, Dirigo. Appreciate it. That's a little bit awkward, but at least it looks like he has more than one arm now. So I guess there's that. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Dirigo, since I haven't been on the Doug's show for quite a while. We haven't done any of the panel shows in, I don't know, like a month and a half, something like that. It's been a little while. It's been forever since I've watched content on this channel. Hey, RF, thanks so much for jumping in. Good to see you. In case you're not familiar, since it's been a while, I'm working on a page from I Am the First, which is a superhero comic that is written by my friend Jeremy Flagg, drawn by me. And I'm working on the last issue. It's a limited run series. So this is issue 5 is going to be the last one. This is the thrilling conclusion. Doug himself has been pretty scarce. Yes, that is true. He's been, I think he's had an event like every weekend this past month. Been all over creation. He looks very strange without his facial hair. We gotta fix this. This just doesn't look right. He needs his facial hair. Is there a way I can read the previous issues? Yes, absolutely. So if you head over to bravenewcomics.com, we've got all of the digital issues that are available so far out there. That's issues 1 through 3 because we're finishing up issue 4 right now. It's not actually out quite yet. But while we're finishing up the colors on that, I am also working on pencils on issue 5 because I can only spend so many hours a day staring at a computer doing digital coloring before my eyes are like, no more. We're done. We're done now. But yeah, that's all at bravenewcomics.com. We do also have issues available on like all your major ebook platforms. So that's like Amazon, Apple Books, Drive Through Comics. I think that's everything as of right now. Barnes and Noble, that's right. It's up there too. All of those places. Just on Discord, he's leaving at 3:30 a.m. for Seattle. Oh my goodness. The guy just doesn't stop. He's just running all over the place. I think it's craft night at everyone's favorite game store this weekend. Gonna see if I can drag myself there finally. Yes, you should. If I understand correctly, they're doing some kind of potluck situation. Hold on. You're doing some kind of potluck thing at the game store this weekend, right?
Yeah, they're doing a big Age of Sigmar event.
Oh, it's a big Age of Sigmar event.
Yeah. So they're doing a potluck. And since I'm one of the adults in the room, I need to contribute.
So my husband will be bringing cookies. So that's how you'll be able to tell which one he is he'll be the one who brought cookies.
Somebody else in the Bangor area coming down?
Dirigo might be there this weekend.
Cool. I think I'm probably gonna be playing boarding action off to one side.
I don't know what any of that means, dear, but I hope you have fun.
Well, he might.
I don't know. I don't know. But yes, the new location of the store is very nice. And some of the people that are there gaming frequently are also very nice. Some of them. I'm not going to make promises for all of them. My husband does not draw. My husband does not draw. If the kids pester him, he'll like draw little stick figure robots and spaceships. No, he is a high school teacher and he likes to write and he's a gamer, like a tabletop gamer as well, and a video gamer. But he does not draw. He is very nice and supportive and indulgent when I go on rants about art, and he's just like, smile and nod, because it's not really his thing. But that is okay. Sir, what is happening with your wrist here? What is going on? What is this gummy situation we've got going on here? I'm gonna just erase the watch because it's just confusing me and making his arm make no sense. I'll put it back on once I make his arm make more sense. It's just got such beefy arms. Get back down into frame, comic page. Where are you going? People can't see what I'm doing with you way up there. All right. So now if we put the wristband of the watch right here, put that part, that's fine. We can fix this. There we go. Okay. He has like a patch on his arm here, but I don't remember what that looks like. What? Okay, good. Thankfully, I have an image right handy that has all of that kind of information. Another type of thing that having these model sheets is good for. Characters that have all sorts of doodads on their outfits. I'm going to turn this so that I can try to successfully make a 7-pointed star. That's one of the squashier looking 7-pointed stars I've made, but I think it'll work. I'm not even sure that that little nub helps at all, so we're just going to erase that. His other arm is back there. Look, you got a part of it suggesting that it's back there. That's what you're going to get, I think. I think most people are not really going to notice or care all that much, but because it's like I drew the little, it's like entirely hidden by this arm. I guess I could put a little bit of it up here. I don't know. It just ends up looking like kind of lanky and goofy, but we'll try that. Maybe that's better. Okay. It's 8:40. Drawing this guy, trying to wait. It says, hold on, I'm reading this comment from Diego. I am drifting upward again. Thank you, someone saying. It says, for the sake of being that guy, the winder of the watch would be on the other side / not seen. So wait, it's on the So wait, it's on the inside? Why did I think it was on the outside? No, wait, it wouldn't be on either. It'd be like underneath here. Oh my gosh. It's melting my brain trying to think of. I think you're right. All right, we're just gonna make it go away. I have to go look at pictures of wristwatches. Now that this has melted my brain. No, I'd absolutely prefer to have it correct. So you're totally fine, dear go. So that sort of thing, like I can't tell you how many times I've drawn people with their thumbs on the wrong side of their hands just because it's easy to get confused when you're doing this sort of thing. All right. More reference. Where are you, reference? There we go. No, I don't want you to take up the whole screen. Stop it. All right, I'm going to attempt to keep my page down here. Facing the hand or the elbow? Right, right. That's where I got all confused because it wouldn't be on the sides. I think it would be pointing towards his middle finger, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. We're gonna have to figure this out. I think we're all confused at this point. Yeah. So, like, up here somewhere. Sure. Alright. That face ended up way more neutral than I actually wanted it to be. Let's try to push that expression a little bit. Alright, he's kinda hunched over, leaning forward in this, moody, cross-armed teenager pose, like you do. So we're gonna give him that little bit of a slouch. He is also buckled because it's important to be buckled. Safety. He's literally in the car with a cop. He's not gonna not be buckled. Cop who is also his best friend's dad. So, like, super extra. Yes, you are gonna be buckled, kid. Okay, I feel like that's too wide. We're getting to a point where if one does have a watch, it's a smart watch that tells you the time, berates you for not drinking enough water, and then warns you that you haven't walked enough. Yes. I don't need my watch to yell at me. All right, let's get Alex's face and figure a little bit more solidified before I get all bogged down in the car details in the background there. Messy hair. My wife just got a Fitbit, and it's always telling how many steps she got. I feel like most days, I'm always telling you how many steps she got. Yeah. I feel like most days it would, if I had such a thing, it would be like, you walked a whole bunch. And then there would be days like today where it's like, it was snowing. I stayed on the couch. I sat at my desk and I sat on the couch and I avoided being outside because it's gross. that is it. That is my day. Because some days, just no. Just no. All right, we've got some of this center console doodad stuff going on here. There we go. Just a little edge bit. Oh wait, that's his chest. Whoops. Got the headrest up here. Let's see. We are in the last 10 or so minutes of the stream. So I'm just going to quickly remind everyone I'm Amanda Call. This is a page from I Am the First, which is a superhero coming of age story that is written by my friend Remy Flagg and drawn by me. You can check out I Am the First at bravenewcomics.com, where you can get the first 3 issues. And issue 4 should be coming out shortly. I'm working on issue 5 now, but we're also trying to finish up issue 4. Hopefully that'll be done soon. And then you will be able to read that, is the idea. stayed in today, going to the Y twice a week for the Livestrong program. So it's inside at least. Yeah, most of my exercise involves like walking the dog. So when it's especially snowy and gross, I'm just like, or we could not. Could also just stay inside and not do that. Okay, there's a car door. And then we've got the mesh. Let's see, what else? I do these live streams every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you like watching me work on art and talk about what I'm working on, then you should like this video and subscribe to this channel. On the off chance that I don't go live at exactly the prescribed time, then subscribing means that YouTube will let you know when I do, which is pretty handy. If you want to also help support me making comics, you can head over to patreon.com/ageofnight. Patrons get behind the scene peeks at different comic projects, including I Am the First and also my webcomic Age of Night, which updates on Wednesdays at ageofnight.com. All right. So that is what we got done for this evening. We got all 5 panels roughed in. We've got 2 of them done as far as pencils go. So that is a really nice, solid start to this page. We've still got 3 more panels to pencil, so we will continue this next week. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me this evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.